Now, what I need to know from you here, Snow Bear, the only question that matters in life, Snow Bear, is you is, or is you ain't a fuck ass honky? Snow Bear, is you is, or is you ain't a fuck ass honky, Snow Bear? And that's the only question that matters, Snow. That is the only question. You kind of look like a salty cracker to me, if I do say so myself. And of course, as fate would have it, it is Ebony and Ivory. Ain't it? What up, girl? That's my Snow Bear. He my oldest boy. That's my Rafay. Oh shit, I broke the fourth wall. I was just coming in hot, yo. Giving a little check-in on some of my puppies here. Draja, her brother, Thaynor, also known as Bubba Blue. This is Ember Lee. This is one of Thor Bear's babies. And there's a thing about Snow Bear, he's a little rapey. I don't let him out a whole lot because he just tries raping everyone. But I got him Draja for a girlfriend because I done threw a couple bitches in heat in there with them, and they came trying to run out within about 5 minutes. Ain't no one was having it. Anyways, moving on here. What do we got? We got a beautiful weapon of mass destruction. Oh yes. To be used responsibly. For defense. Oh man, y'all don't even know. And here we got our big black warrior Justice. He's our black Justice League. This is Rafea's son. This is the alpha out of the litter. One of my best friends has his brother PJ, the brown dog you can see in some of my videos. And this is my strongest fence right here. Cattle panel at the bottom, concrete all the way around. And even this Rafea could get out of. So I'm building this one separately for Rafea. And I'm going to make it a little bit stronger than that one and hope that holds her ass. I've had people say, let me see how you take care of your dogs, Dane. Well, I'll tell you, better than myself. My dogs have houses. I don't got a house. This is a Zavex. He's one of my Zen boys. Rafea's sister he's from Rafea's sister's line. This is from Rafea's line. This is Rafea's great-great-granddaughter. Artica. She's got an attitude. She likes to play. With these foot games. Look. Not from behind the cage, though. Ember Lee. Stayed in that last winter, which that's my backup plan. If I don't get my house did by the first snow, it's in there. But I just, it's kind of like force yourself through necessity type thing. And, it wouldn't take much to get this thing winter-proof. Just a little bit of plastic, some duct tape, and some big pieces of cardboard just because there's no insulation in the very back panel. And that bitch is breezy. Last winter, I was up in that bitch. All I had was propane heat, right? So I have a propane burner right there. I got hay, no straw. I got straw all over the floor for insulation. In those hella cold nights. And that was a precarious situation, but it all worked out. Here we have Maple. These are Maple's girls right here. This is Minnie Maple, and this is Azalea. Now, Azalea is a derivative of the name Azalea, which is Maple's mom. So there's actually a few of mine that I have from that line that have Azza in there somewhere. Kind of like a derivative denomination type dealio. That's where I usually keep Snow Bear, which he's going back very soon. And yeah. All right, we're getting to the other ones. Now this here, I got a story behind him. He's a rescue. His name is Gump. But he didn't hear his name for a little bit over a year because, okay, check it out. I was driving one day in a parking lot of a harp store, and I see this guy, this beautiful dog, and I'm like, he reminds me of someone. He reminds me of someone, man. I hate seeing stray dogs. I do try to rescue when I can. So I got out, and I went to see if he'd come up to me and let me grab him, and he did. Almost like he knew me. And I'm like, man, you look familiar. But like I was like, man, you really look like my friend's old dog, but you can't be. You're too. I remember him being bigger. Hey, come here, Snow. Come here, Snow. Come on, come on, come on, Snow. Come on, Jaja. Come on, come on. Good boy, Snow. Snow, come on. Hey, Jaja. Come on, Jaja. Snow Bear, come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Big old boy. Holy shit. Come on, son. Move. There you go. I don't let him out too much. But I took him on a ride with me earlier. Just a by the way question. Anyone else tired of these? Hey, hey. All right, we're done. None of that. We don't do that. Anyone else tired of these cookie cutter, fake ass, no personality creators? I don't know about you, but I sure as fuck am. And like, dang, what the fuck is up with your hair, bro? It's like the more fucked up I keep it. This is gonna sound funny. The less you're gonna be able to notice my shitty ass haircut, because Edward Scissorhands cut my hair last time. So anyway, back to Gumpy. So as it turns out, it was my friend's dog that got taken to the pound like a year and a half ago or something, and they told him that he got rehomed out of state somewhere. Apparently someone was lying or something got miscommunicated, because he was just in the next town over. And he's got his nice big fence all to himself now. He's never had that his whole life. I know how he was taken care of before, and my friend loved him, but he just kept him inside, and he just shit all over the house all the time, you know? So now he's got his nice own yard. The other dogs run up and play with him through the fence. I let him out sometimes. I got to get more fences out. I can only let one of my alphas out at a time. And even though he is fixed, he's got a very alpha personality. And I just don't fuck around. I'll keep him separate. This is Ghost Boy. His real name, that's his nickname. His real name is Azatrix. There's that Azza again. This is Lati Dati. This is a very special girl right here. This is one of my dogs that has been reincarnated. Yes, Lati Dati is her nickname, but her dad, his name was Blue Bear. His sister, she died of parvo, but right. I mean, y'all can say whatever. I believe in reincarnation. Okay, right before original Lati Dati died, you know, I was trying to save her and stuff, and I've saved about half of them, but I was just breathing, looking into her eyes, and just breathing, laying with her, just spending the last moments with her before she died, and then when this one was born right here, as soon as she opened her eyes, she looked right in my eyes and like started breathing like right in my face, just like where we picked up. And y'all can say what you want, but I do believe in reincarnation, and I believe I got a couple reincarnated dogs right now. And you know that, yeah, sure, imaginary friend, whatever. It's my world. I can do what I want. Dan's world, motherfucker. Woo woo. So we got Chunky right here, and of course, Chunk's not his real name. That's his nickname. What's your real name again, Chunk? Fuck. No, he's got a beautiful real name. Zendrix. That is Zendrix. Yes. I told you it was a cool name. And then this is Artica's mom, which is Rafea's granddaughter. And her name is Athasia Faye. Or Thasia. Thasia girl. I just got done fixing this fence a little bit, putting some more concrete down. They were getting out of there. and Vex keeps getting out of right here, so I got to go around with some chain link and make this. You know, you don't really know how good a fence is till a dog really wants out. Then you find out how good a fence is, you know, in relation to the ability of that dog to escape it. All right, so I think that was all of them. Yes. No. Oh, little ones. Okay. This is Pearly Girl. Pearly. This is another one of my reincarnated dogs from her grandma, Pearly. This is Ember's daughter. And my best friend got the most beautiful one out of that litter. Now, Pearly is beautiful, right? She is a beautiful girl. There was one boy and 4 girls, and all of her sisters were prettier than her. But also, when I walked up when they were puppies, all the other sisters would run away, and she'd just kind of curl up and be all cute and be like, pet me, pet me. So that's the one I picked. And I'm not saying she's ugly. You know, every time I say that around her, she gets her feelings hurt. I'm not saying that at all, Pearl. You're beautiful, just not as pretty as your sisters. But you sweeter. No, they're all sweet. I had to give, because the one I gave to my friend, I was going to keep her. And I think I got her in some of my videos, Odesia. She's a little black and white one with one blue eye. And I was going to keep her, but it was in the middle of summer, and I haven't had electric in years. And that's usually whatever, but it got really hot, and she was so tiny when she was small that heat almost got to her. And she wasn't able to take the heat, so I had to give her away to someone. I'm like, might as well give her to my best friend, that way I can still see her. He's got 2 of my best dogs, really. PJ and Odesia are some of my best dogs, but I mean, they're all awesome. I love all my dogs. Amberly. Okay, so this is my yard. Oh yeah, all trees. And you're like, yeah, I know, it's all trashy. You fuck ass white trash honky. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll grant you that, sure. I'll pick it up. I'll get there. I'm about to have a big old bonfire. Big old bonfire. I got a little bit of pyro in me. Ooh, a nice pyro story. My best pyro story. Although I have a few. But I had this little fire going. And down here, where I'm walking right now, had this little fire going, right? Had a nice little fire. And it went out. You know, it was just coals. And I went to lay down. And apparently the wind picked up when I laid down, got the fire going. I don't know what happened, but I woke up to this whole motherfucker was lit up, dude. This whole I woke up to some motherfucker doing donuts in my yard talking about what the hell's going on over here. I'm like, I don't know. I just woke up to everything burning. So they had the fire department come out here, and they ended up having to dig a big ass trench to contain the fire with a big ass dozer. El accidente. But even though it was an accident, it was still an amazing fire. Dude, this motherfucker was lit up, bro. Like 360 everywhere around you, just fire. It was awesome. Woo, it was awesome. It was nice. It was I'm about ready to have me another one, actually. But check it out. I got this bonfire going over here. Getting ready to happen. And this is just my yard, dude. I live in the woods. I love it. Gonna cut all these the tiny trees down and leave the big ones. You know, you got to space them out properly. It's gonna be like walking through a state park out here. I only got 5 acres, but it's backed up by like, I don't know, another 60 or something, with no one on it. So it's pretty damn private, 5. Someone just bought 15 next to me on one side, and another person bought 10 on me on the other side. So it's about to be getting a little bit less private, but I've already met them and they're cool. So yeah. Oh, here we go. All right. Ride or die. Come on, pup. Blah, blah, blah. I wasn't going to keep him. I mean, I just went to get a girl. I didn't plan on getting two, you know. I just went to get a girl, but there's a dude saying he was giving some away, and I thought he was going to have a whole litter there. But all he had was them two. And he was so goddamn cute. And I'm like, man, shit, I already got 18. Taking another 2 ain't going to hurt no more than taking another 1. And it was a great decision. My mom would have wanted me to keep him. Okay, I've talked about this before, but I had to erase the video because I started crying like a little bitch. But I mean, I think if you watched your mom's face rot off till it killed her, I think that would make anyone cry like a little bitch if you loved your mama, you know. Not everyone loves your mom, but my mom was always there for me. She was the one there for me as I was a kid. My dad is there for me now. He wasn't so much as a kid. Better late than never. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate it. At least I got one parent still, you know. And a lot of people take that for granted. Okay, check it out. You need 2 parents, man, to properly raise a kid. You need, you know, 2, you know, equal applying, equal trying parents. And there's a lot of people not in that situation, and that's cool, but it's just, you really got to be careful about your, and this is a thing today, that they try to promote this slut culture. They try to promote this slut culture, which at the heart of it undermines the very, well, I don't know, to each their own, you know. If you want to hold up, do your thing, you know. And I've said that before, and people are like, oh, well, you better quit talking about women like that. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm talking about everybody, not just women. What the fuck are you talking about? So that's the thing. Just because I say ho, you're the one that automatically assumed I was talking about women's. I was talking about her goddamn body, not just women's. Oh yeah, Jaja? Oh yeah, Jaja? Okay, Jaja. Jaja Fluff. This is another one of my, well, yeah, I would say reincarnated dogs, man. This right here, Draja, because she's named after a Draja. And every time I think about my Draja, I would cry for a long time. And I saw her, and she's my new Draja. Yeah. It's like the more dogs you have, the more dogs you will lose. And I think that's a learning lesson in life, is that life is short, you know. And once, you know, once it's gone, it's gone. It's just, and it's yours, you know. While you have it, it's yours. You do what you want with it. And that's the thing about religion, is they try to control what you do with your life, your whole fucking life. That's the entire purpose of religion, is to control what the masses think. Abrahamic religion, specifically, I mean, I'm most familiar with it. I'm American. I'm in Bible Belt America. I mean, I'm from the state of atheists. I don't know if there's a state more full of atheists than Florida, but it's like, it seemed like everyone I fucking met down there was atheists, and I never claimed atheist. I never did. Because I always said, no, just because I don't like how other people are describing it doesn't mean that there's not something going on, you know? And I study science, and I come to my conclusions through the study of science, not through, I mean, I guess you could call that a dogma. That's a scientific dogma, right? But any consistent thinking structure could be labeled a dogma, right? Which is fine. It's whatever. I have, I guess, bad feelings towards that word. That's cool. So we're out here at the back side of my property. I don't know. It felt like I was, you know, had a point, and then I was half there, and then I forgot what the fuck it was, is what it really feels like. So we're just rolling with it. It's cool. Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about, okay, so you got to have 2 proper parents, right? And like, I didn't, you know. My life could have turned out so much better. When I see kids that had like a good dad, I'm jealous and happy at the same time. I'm jealous, you know, because I didn't have that as a kid when I really needed it. Sure, when I turned 30, my dad started being there for me, but I really needed it as a kid, you know. I mean, if we're breaking the fourth wall in here, we might as well raw dog that shit. So my very first memory as a kid was my dad beating the holy flying fuck out of my mom, beating her bloody. That was my very first memory as a kid, and I'm sure I had another memory before that, right? I was probably like a year old or something, but that's the one that sticks out. Yeah, it was me and my brother huddling in the corner, just hoping our dad didn't see us while he was in a drunk rage, beating the fuck out of my mom. I remember him ripping her hair out, talking about, go look in the fucking mirror after he bloodied her face up and fucked her all up and shit. The point of that, I don't know. You know, yeah, sorry, Dad, for leaking the story. You probably don't even remember, but I fucking remember, you know? And that's that drunk rage shit you don't remember, and everyone else is left to remember, you know? But, okay, so here's my property marker right here. This is the only one I know of for sure. And right here it starts dropping off, and there is a huge cave directly under me. Huge. I got a huge cave. Yes, I'm compensating. Compensate for what, nigga? The quality. It's all about the quality. Oh shit, this has probably gone on for way too long at this point. Thanks for rolling with the dark light, stepping into Dane's world, breaking the fourth wall for y'all. Which is actually like my whole dealio. Like, I do want to start doing some stuff where you just don't address the audience, kind of like classic movie shit. They never address the audience. That is the main difference in YouTube, right? Is it's nothing but addressing the audience. So that's something I want to get into. Probably gonna have to start making different channels for all my different interests. Just because having them all in one place, YouTube don't like that. I'm still gonna keep my main channel. That's gonna be Main Bay. That's for me. But I will separate it and play YouTube's game. I'll do a little compromise as far as playing some YouTube games. And that's where I'm willing to go with it, is I got to make up a couple more channels for all my different interests. I gotta, hopefully here soon I'll be able to get some fucking equipment. I've been saying that for a year, but I mean, broke ass crack of America, welcome to it. Nah, things have gotten better. Things have gotten better. Yep, things have gotten better, dude. But way better. Like when I was a kid, living out in the woods was what I wanted to do. I was raised in hoods, dude. I was raised in straight up hoods. Homestead, Florida, right south of Miami. Around a couple different places in Homestead. And at that time, it wasn't a bad neighborhood, you know. Although my brother did get jumped by some neighborhood kids. But I mean, on the scale of things, that's really kind of weak tea as far as hood shit goes. Just, you know, getting jumped just for being white here and there. It happens, you know, whatever. And so there was Topeka, Kansas. Now in Topeka, we was in the straight up hood in Topeka, Kansas. Yeah, and actually at the time, there was this huge church, a huge abandoned church right down the road that had upside down crosses all over it. And I guess some people would go in it. I was kind of young at that point. I don't know, like 8 or 9 or something. I didn't really want to go in that bitch. I didn't go in it. I guess some people went in it. I'm sure it's tore down by now, but I'm sure it's been way tore down. But yeah, upside down crosses all over it. I was like, hey, that's interesting. And then I was asking old timers about it, and they were like, yeah, no, that they didn't mean it like what you're thinking now. Like that was kind of a common thing they did back then. I'm like, what the flying fuck? So yeah, Topeka, Kansas, that was the coldest shit I've ever had to deal with. Fuck that. Took a field trip out to the beautiful rolling hills of Kansas. That was cool. It would have been nice. There was some nice places out in the country I wouldn't have minded, but we were in the straight up hood. So anyway, as a kid, I just wanted to move out to the woods, man. That was my dream, and you know, it's not all perfect, but that's what I'm doing, though. You know, I'm living life my fucking way. I don't deal with bosses. If I don't like the way someone's talking to me, I have fired many bosses before, but I haven't even had a boss in at least a year. But I've been firing bosses And you might be like, Dane, how does one fire a boss? That's easy. They're being a fucking cunt. Okay, I'm just, or whatever is your particular trigger. But for me, if they're being a fucking cunt, you look him right in the eye and you say, fuck you, bitch, you're fired from being my boss. Go clock out and walk out, motherfucker, what's up? Done that a few times, yeah. No, I've done that a few times. I really have. And you're like, oh, you must have had some weak-looking bosses. You trying to bully people? You just talking down to people? No, a couple of them was big-ass fucking burly motherfuckers that most people wouldn't have talked down to at all. Yeah. But you know what? I've never been like punched in the face or attacked for some reason. I don't know. I hear that I have one of those faces that people just want to punch. And I understand the concept because I see other people sometimes that just have one of them faces for me that I just want to punch. So I'm like, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. And I annoy me all the time. So I get it. I get it. Yeah, dude, raw honesty. What's up? What it is, honky? Well, you know, I don't got money for therapists, you know? Yeah, y'all know. Y'all fucking know. Better help. Better help is helping yourself. That's the best help. Helping yourself. All right, well, whatever. I guess I've gone on for too long at this point. Fourth wall annihilated. Step into Dane's world. Thanks for rolling for Darklight. Appreciate it, y'all.